Hello Ava fans, this is DannyFob and welcome to the first part of my video series making the album. As requested by a few people, I'll be showing you my studio setup, what I use to record the songs with, and some other things as well. So here we go. Okay, as you've guessed it, my weapon of choice is in fact an iMac. I prefer these from PCs as I find that a PC tends to lag, well mine did before I moved to a Mac, and you get overall better performance by them. Only problem is they're not cheap, so you will have to look at splashing out a bit of money for them. On my iMac I have Pro Tools LE 8.4 I think I'm on currently. I've been using Pro Tools for probably about 3 years now, so it's something I'm very comfortable with. This is the interface that I use. It is an MBox 2. It has two inputs, two outputs. It's very basic. It has MIDI cable inputs at the back if you want to use them. This is my Novation MIDI controller. I use this for all the string and synths that you hear in each song. As for monitors, I was always told at SAE not to use these, so sorry, but I am. These are hi-fi speakers. You're not supposed to use these. But I haven't come around to buying a decent set of speakers yet, but they do work really, really well. This is a Denon amplifier. This is what I use to power my monitors. And this is my MacBook. We were given these at SAE. We get to keep them after we'd finished the course. And I don't generally do recording that much on here anymore. I usually do that on the iMac. That's a Yamaha keyboard that I bought, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago. Don't really use that anymore. I used to, but obviously since I got Pro Tools and it has all sorts of different, synth and string sounds, I don't really use it anymore. And onto the guitars. This is a Fender Precision Bass. Take a guess what I use this for. Next to that's a vintage SG. It's not really working at the moment, as you can probably see. It's missing a volume knob and a few other parts. I'm rewiring it at the moment. Next is the Tom DeLonge signature guitar, my favourite. Besides that is my Tom DeLonge signature Strat, obviously with a different neck. I was getting bit tired of the way the old one felt, so I decided to change it. And my pride and joy, the Gibson SG Platinum. I use this mainly for rhythms and sometimes clean guitar sounds. Even though I have the Tom DeLonge guitar, doesn't mean you should use it for everything, because it's not about that. It's you want to capture the best sound possible. If you need a really clean sound, then you should use a guitar that'll give you a clean sound, not a guitar that has someone's name on it. And over there is the black custom-made Tom DeLonge signature. A diploma for audio engineering. Various cables and stuff. My Marshall ABT amp. I don't use this as much anymore, as I found a better, more efficient way of recording guitars. I'll show you that obviously later in a later video. A Behringer digital delay. I think this is broken, to be honest. I haven't used this in ages, most likely because of that reason. I stopped using effects pedals probably as soon as I started SAE, because you learn what to use the tools that are given to you in Pro Tools, like the Boss DD7 digital delay. Again, like I haven't used this in a while. I find that this actually distorts the signal a bit. I don't know whether that's because I've set it up wrong, but I shouldn't have thought so. Unfortunately, I paid 120 quid for this, and like I've barely used it, so I may think about selling it. As for microphones, I have the Bluebird from the microphone company Blue. It's kind of like it's a cheaper, more or sorry, a less expensive version of the one Tom DeLonge uses. He uses the bottle mic, and it's literally like triple the size of this. You've probably seen it. If you've seen Start the Machine, you will have seen it. When he's having his interview done, he's got it set up behind him. And a PS3, just so every so often you can take a little break from recording and give your ears a rest. I think I'll be kind and give you a little sneak peek at one of the songs I've been working on. Alright, thanks guys. This has been part one of the making of the album documentary. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that malarkey. I'll be hopefully back soon with another video, most likely on drumming and percussion, and we'll just work our way through from that to guitars, bass, synths, and so we've covered everything. Alright, thanks. See you in the next video.